the other one. But it come out where you hit it in a vehicle, didn't you?
He does now.
Bought him one, huh?
Yeah, one of them got Cherokee.
Yeah.
He's actually the best off-roader of our group. Well, if we needed
Oh, yeah.
it.
Huh?
I say if we needed it, I would.
Yeah. Oh, y'all take it whenever y'all want to do some real off-road.
We would if we actually did. He's got some work to do too before it's really off-road ready though.
Yeah.
Like it's got a lift kit and stuff on it, but he wants to put a winch on it.
Yeah.
Well, he thought about it. He's thinking about selling it now just so he don't have to worry about it over deployment.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't do much upgrading like that unless I wanted to rent a storage building.
Yeah.
I didn't have a place to put it.
Well, before he got told we were deploying, he said he was thinking about putting a winch on it.
If he does go Harbor Freight and he's one of them Badland 12,000, there's some dang good winches and they're not high. Huh?
Yeah.
I would. That's what we always run. That's what we run on log trucks.
Yeah, I know.
Some Badlands 12,000 pound winches, they work pretty darn good.
No shooting next 9 miles.
Yeah.
But you can camp though. 'Cause that's mile 17, so you've gone miles since that sign. There's a gate here, but it's open.
Yeah. I bet they close it in the winter time. I bet they close this road off.
Road closed for winter season. That's what it looked like I said. It looked like the same one that was on the other gate at the other end. Oh no, for public safety.
I bet it's not necessarily just for winter season, but probably weather permitting.
Or maybe if there's military training going on at that camp. That's like some heavy stuff.
All right. Which way do we want to go?
Left. That way dead end. That's 306. He goes out to the campground for your dead ends.
This is, yeah, recreation area. There's a little building of some sort right there.
Yeah, this goes to the reservoir.
Y'all need a tinkle or something? Huh?
I'm good. It does apparently become paved that way though.
Well, I was just making sure because I figured I'd ask about the making sure nobody needed a bathroom break because I figured that right there probably might have had some facilities up in there.
Well, it's a big enough recreation area to have a paved road suddenly to it after you drove down a dirt road to get there.
Yeah. Make a lot of sense, don't it?
I drove down this mile, apparently what qualifies for rough in Colorado, dirt road, and now there's a paved road here.
I should have drove up in there just to look at the...
What's this sign say? You poor looking fuck.
Something about a bear.
Living or residential or residing on national forest land is prohibited. Recreational camping limit is 14 days. Food, garbage, and attractants must be stored in a bear-resistant manner.
Yeah. Bears will sneak in and grab your groceries if you leave them out of here.
But you can camp here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can camp here.
14 days.
That's a fair size. That's a fair length of camping, Tom. Yeah, there's your camper. Yeah. Yeah, you can camp for 14 days. Anything longer than that's considered residing or living.
No camping or fire this side of the road.
That'd be a bit rough to camp on.
As long as you set your tent up right, you'd have your pillar. At least you'd have put your head at the right spot, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, I guess you could camp out there and flatten that right there. Yeah. It's a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit here now.
Yeah.
I feel like driving that fast, I guess.
There's several that like camping up in here.
Just not on that side, though. Because that's not allowed for some reason.
They may not be camping, they may just be wrestling.
Maybe they're residing.
So?
I almost thought that was a cop for a second.
How did you almost think that was a cop?
Because it was Ford Expedition, or is it Ford Explorer?
Daggum roads like that. How? Huh? Well, yeah. Well, we made it back to the compass from the hike. We found another little road that it's a forest road. We was driving on it. We didn't realize it was as long as it is. We thought it was like a smaller loop around the because it was a dirt road. But it said it could be rough, but shoot, it ain't no rougher than a darn county road at the house.
Well, they got that out here.
It's twice as wide as our county roads. And they said it was there was a rougher one.
And narrow.
And narrow. They said narrow and rough, and shoot, it's been like a 3-lane road. Big old wide road, but we figured it just kind of made a little small loop around the state park, but it ended up it's going to be about 20 miles around it. Or almost. Well, we're going to drive all the way around it. We're already about 18 miles around it. But it was kind of neat at first. The girls was having fun looking at the sunset over the mountains. Yeah, we'd stopped at one little spot, grabbed a couple of pizzas earlier, but they weren't exactly pizzas. I guess they was about a half a pizza.
Quarter.
They weren't very big. We thought they were supposed to be kind of bigger, but
Yeah.
we're gonna go somewhere when we get back out into town to get something.
That thing's open out here.
Yeah, watch.
It's only 8.
It's almost 9.
It's only 8:59.
All right.
There's only 1 minute till 9. We still have like an hour.
I'll probably set my alarm for 6 in the morning, which will be 7 there, but I figure we'll probably try to get up around then, and then we can go somewhere probably and grab a little breakfast. No, my phone changes time, yeah. But it's still 6, it'll still be 6 o'clock. Because the phone changes the time with the time zone that you're in. I mean, it'll still be 6 o'clock this time. It'll be 7 o'clock at home. But, yeah, your phone.
No.
That's kind of what messed with me when I was flatbedding, doing paper logbooks. That wasn't what messed with me on that, but
There's the road grader, that.
well, they need to fire that sucker up. Huh?
Apparently, there's some logging out here.
Yeah,
There's some logging
Yeah, there
going
was-
on out here.
me. There was a pile of logs right back there.
Hell.
Huh?
Sounds as hell.
Alrighty, yeah, we found some log truck signs, so we felt closer to home. Okie doke. Lady. There was a pile of logs right back there.
See if we made it out yet.
Nope.
She thought we was hiking a while ago when she called.
Oh.
Didn't have much service. I thought that's what she meant.
Oh.
Now we're leaving National Forest. There's another camping spot. Couple of campers. Come drive a scooter for these fellas.
Ought to make plenty of money.
Might almost be some of them Skyline logging fellers up right there.
Well, the one's got the tower things.
Yeah.
Like on X-Men.
Could be. Some of them works up in these areas.
Oh, what do you know? Mile 19.
About 6 to go. It's 25 out there.
Fence up there. There's a fence up. The other side of the fence.
That other fence looks old.
Yeah.
Ew. There's a fence on the other side of the fence.
Oh, the one on the inside was there first. It's the old fence. And then he built this new barbed wire one.
Uh-huh.
You can just took the other one down. There's no point.
Well, it's taking itself down, it looks like.
Eventually.
Nice open field.
Yeah.
There's where you want your house.
Yeah, until a tornado comes through here. Yoinks it right up. It's at my house now. And then about 40 miles in that direction. Oh, there's my house.
This almost looks like a cattle pasture or something.
It probably is.
How'd you like to have your cattle pasture up on top of the mountain?
Well, we ain't exactly on top of the mountain. I think we went over the top of the mountain.
We're still on top of one. Okay, you can see it's still ways down there now.
On what town we're going. Looking ways down there on, but
That might be Manatee Springs up there.
that could be. It's funny. Roads washboarded during loggers.
Well, and the cattle trucks, if that's a cattle farm.
Yeah.
That might be the main culprit. They go a little faster than the log truck.
Yeah. That ain't bad though, even for a logging road. I've seen them a lot rougher.
I wonder where the mills are around here.
I don't know. There's probably several of them, really.
But you trying to turn to the wrong one.
Well, I did.
But it went back off. I guess I thought you wanted to go out in the field there.
There. See, there's a double row of that. Little bar
Kind
fence.
of there, kind of that fence. I know, this might not be cattle pasture.
But yeah, it could be. Looks like a farm of some sort having the fences like that.
There's definitely some sort of agriculture type thing. But this one had a, like, there's this one right here against us, and there's a bunch of them that keep going in.
Yep.
I don't know what those are, it's just like a box. There's a fence in a box right there.
Guess it's scared you're gonna take the box.
I guess this might be the rough section.
I don't know. I sure didn't see nothing on that other road that should have been climbing. There was what? One little spot that it even barely even slipped a tire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because I'd go up around that turn pond.
Well, that was the same road as this. That's all this. It was all
Yeah.
this road. But there's a go down in the field.
Yep.
So that road grader there, which side of the road was he coming from?
I don't know.
Whichever side it was, they didn't do a good job. Right at the end, at least.
Was it a grader or was it a skidder?
There was a grader on this side. I thought it was a skidder at first, but I seen that like it had two axles on the back and one stretched forward axle.
Well, I don't mean nothing.
And
That's
it had,
skidders.
it had a grader blade in the middle of
Oh,
it.
yeah, that might.
That probably means something.
Yeah.
Unless they're just using a grader for a skidder.
Well, that might.
I guess one could make a push rod pretty easy.
Yeah.
I know there are some logging companies that use graders.
Well, CW Wright's got one.
Springdale Campground. Back in the national.
Yeah, right there. That campground there, huh?
Yeah. Must be National Forest right here on the. Well, we may just drove back into it in total after that farm field.
Probably.
This ain't a pull, but this is a pull off.
Yeah. That's the same information that was on the other end.
So we must be past that section of road that needed that information.
Yep. That right there, that's what them signs was. The same three that was on that other end over under. Had the map and the,
And the rules.
yeah.
The
Regulation.
rules of the road.
Yep. Yeah. It's a pretty neat drive though.
Yeah.
Really.
It'd be nice to do a little earlier in the day, huh?
Yeah.
There's your house.
You betcha. Yeah, pretty neat little pad, ain't it?
This looks like it might be that four-way I see.
But they're just camping in the middle of the road.
There's a note in the window. No, that doesn't look like no four-way.
That's a pretty nice little shack right there.
We even got a guest house right next to it.
I think it's all connected.
I know. I couldn't tell if that was like, because that one was at a different angle. I couldn't can tell there's two separate buildings.
Looked like a garage.
Well, it had a second floor.
Oh yeah. Well, for these darn washboard sections, it wouldn't be half bad.
Another not bad shack.
Yes,
That one's for sale.
that's for sale, yeah. There's a summer cabin.
Considering the road's closed during the winter, that's probably what it turned out to be.
It's just stock up
Huh.
in the winter.
Pay the payments on it in the wintertime, reserve that sucker out. That's a private road. That one turned into Woodland Road.
Even though the map still shows to be the same road.
Yeah.
I guess it has the same name to
Well,
it.
it's a little chilly in it.
Yeah.
This time of night. Colder outside than the AC goes.
There's a stopping sign.
That's probably the four-way. So if you go straight, you'll come up to a Y that you want to take a left at. Or if you take a left here, it'll just take you to the same road and you come to a T that you want to take a left at.
Take a look at
And that one turns in. If you take a right, it just turns into a trail.
it. Yeah, it just goes to. That's just a
Forest,
Forest boundary. Mount Herman Road, 320, Rampart Reservoir. All that just tells us where all the road we just came through.
Well, if Eagle Lake camps on that, it can't be
No, it's
just
this way.
military. Well, if that
Yeah.
means if it's on a sign like that, it's got to have some recreational use.
Yeah, but I bet it's that other shit. Well, the other sign there. Oh, please don't litter.
There's apparently parish recreational area there, parish.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's an F or a P.
Looks like
Bearish.
most of the traffic goes this way.
Well, this is the quick way.
Yeah. Well, late as it is, we probably.
Wintry conditions may exist. Not this time of year, I don't think.
We have these.
Log trucks, next 2 miles.
Well, you'd want your old jack brake tuned up when you. This is a paved road here anyway.
But there's the people's.
This is the road that has the motel.
See the car there somewhere.
There's two. One, two.
But that pickup locks in bright LEDs right behind it.
Probably.
But that's the motel.
There's a mirror.
There's a paved road and then a bit of a dirt bank if you need the extra help on the turn.
I reckon.
Getting
There's
kinda
another.
foggy. Must be because part a little bit of a blind corner, I guess.
I ain't never seen a road that had mirrors on it before. Busy little road here, ain't it?
Guess they ain't gonna dim their headlights.
No, they finally did.
I ain't never seen a car that the bright lights was dimmer than the dim lights. The dim ones was the ones that turned off when they dimmed them.
Well, we had to find us a different spot to eat dinner, though. Maybe
Yeah, probably.
Roadhouse will be. don't like going in there that close. Time we got there, it'd be
9:30.
right at closing time. 9:45.
Yeah, somewhere right in there.
I don't like going in a place like that close to closing time. Kind of mean. You know, if it's gonna be a small order, it wouldn't be no big deal. But as many of us as they is,
Yeah.
we'll get back out to the highway. We'll look and see. Surely there's
It's getting kind of foggy up in here, isn't it?
We'll get back closer to the highway. We'll have to figure out where the heck we're at on the highway to figure out exactly which way we got to get back to where we
East.
want to get.
It's gonna be east.
I'm assuming.
Been driving west most of this way.
Yeah.
I mean, the road goes north right now, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna take a left.
Yeah. Boy Creek Road.
That's a whole highway now.
30-mile-an-hour highway.
But still,
Yeah.
it's maintained enough to have painted markings on
Yeah. We're still headed west instead.
it. You just gotta get on into town.
Yeah. Somehow. Pretty nice looking cabins off over here.
Yeah. But you can glimpse of them at this hour.
Yeah.
Around here, it gets dark kind of quick at the end of the day. Just because there's a mountain range right there, the sun gets behind a little quicker than it does in the flat areas. But it gets daylight kind of early too.
Yeah.
Like you wake up at 6 and it's already plumb day.
Yeah.
You wake up at 5 and it's already daylight. I mean, it's still kind of dark at 5. But there's a wild horse riders crossing here.
Yeah, there's a Love All Gulch trailhead.
Can you imagine having a trailhead right in your backyard?
There may be one of them horse ranches that does them trail rides too, though.
There's another car. I used to got lots of them.
Lee Circle.
How's it a circle if you don't have an outlet?
Not sure how that works.
Thought the name circle meant it went out and come back into the same road.
Uh-huh. The Forest Service something or another right there.
I got another road grader.
Got a Forest Service map at the house, but I don't figure it covers this and that. I think it just covers the Washita. I think we're a long ways out of Washita.
Yeah.
Tad bit. Just a little bit.
Well, here's a stop time.
Road is this. Oh, this Okay, so this is the one you want to take a left. I don't know what that other one was. It wasn't on that.
No, this one we probably want to go straight.
Yeah, we're on it after me and trying to.
Yeah.
I see what the other name is. We're coming in the edge
Well,
of
we
town
was-
is where we're at.
Yeah.
I think we're in the school zone. I didn't see a start
I
school
was
zone.
gonna say, it's in the school there.
There's a church.
Yeah.
We're heading south now. If we just keep heading south, we get to 24. Because we was north of 24.
Yeah. Well, we should have been a long way.
Well, 24 goes kind of northwest through the mountain range.
Yeah. Trying to go back on the map.
Yeah, we're in the edge of town. We're apparently a good ways into town.
Huh?
Didn't realize town started that far back.
You know, we'll find us.
Yeah, you just keep on this road, it goes right into it. We should go straight into 24 right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at Woodland Park.
Yeah.
There's the Woodland Park High School.
There's some storage lockers too, man. Must be another school out here too. There's another school zone.
Yeah. White Elementary.
This is the third school zone since we come into town. There's a place for sale right there. Empty lot.
There's the middle school there.
There's a stop sign there.
Yeah, I see that.
Pregnancy testing agency.
Yeah.
There's a car lot.
There's a red light up here.
Yeah, that's gonna be the one on the 24. There's a McDonald's right there.
It's a weird looking.
It's not a McDonald's, it's a McDonald's. Well, that's how you get into McDonald's, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't enter that random one lane looking road.
Yeah, this is 24 here.
Yeah, you can probably get back to Colorado Springs from here, you just head that way.
Yeah. Oh, Arby's right up yonder.
Woodland Park is apparently the home of the Panthers. That's their school name.
Authentic Mexican food place. We actually probably need to stop right up here somewhere pretty quick and figure out what we want for supper and figure out what's going to be open for what we want to do.
Could stop in that Natural Choices. That's what we're on the side of the There's a gas station out here.
There's a little Safeway gas station deal. We might everybody out there needs a cold drink anyway.
Yeah. Apparently T-Mobile in this parking lot. That building don't look big enough to have a T-Mobile store and everything in it. That sign's got like 5 or 6 things in this parking lot.
Yeah.
It's all down there.
Yeah.
There's a big Safeway down there. They don't have public restrooms in this little one.
Hey, if y'all want. Jay, you want to go help Bubba?
Yeah.
Or a couple of y'all want.
Either
We ought to get everybody a soda pop. I'll look and see what we can find.
Hopefully my knees wake up. For eateries around here. Sorry, Anna, they didn't have your orange Coke.
There's a Sonic right up there, right back in.
There's your $4 and change.
Here's Anna's third drink.
What do they got in this too?
They didn't
Well,
have
that's
Anna's,
what-
they didn't have Anna's orange Coca-Cola in there, so we just got that. We all know someone
That's
who's
all
orange
it was.
one.
Right here, just right up here from us. Where we come out at, there's that McDonald's is open till 11. Sonic is right past it, it's open till 11. The Human Being.
That's a coffee shop.
So do they turn humans into the coffee, or
Jimmy
Jimmy
John's
John's is
closed.
closed.
like if you don't finish your coffee or something, do they just kind of kidnap you and turn you into the coffee?
Looks like
What was that Mexican one I was seeing?
it's open here, it's closed. See, it's right there. But
Opens at 11 a.m.
It must just be closed.
What's it?
Yeah, till 9, they just probably had to turn their sign off. So,
There's a grill right beside this thing. And I just press enter. And it says it's going to show you everything. It says just the A&W restaurant. The rabbit.
it's open till 10:30.
Where's it at?
It looks like it. 27 minutes away.
They'll put us there at 10, 30 minutes to get in.
There's a Chevrolet. That one's open at midnight. Let's just go there. How about that?
Alright, that'll work.
Burgers. That'll work. We'll be able to make it there by 3, I hope. As long as we don't take any more detours. Yeah, we might should have started that detour about the time we stopped and went for the hike. Yeah, that would have been a pretty neat drive if we'd have knew it was there.
Yeah. I knew the road was there, but that's not saying it was closed.
Yeah.
Like the last time I was out there was during the winter season.
US 24 East, West Highway 24. Continue on US 24 East for 17 miles.
Y'all want me out of the shop.
Yeah. I wasn't really in the mood for Sonic and really don't care. I really care less about McDonald's.
Yeah.
Walmart. Kind of a fancied up looking Walmart, ain't it?
Yeah.
Guess I've never seen one painted or fixed up quite like that before.
It's might have been something else before it was Walmart.
You're talking about
I mean, that one might have been.
what's the speed limit that one?
According to this, 55.
I was wondering that car on there. 150.
Going slower than that, we were catching at 50.
Hey, Texas. Our sign there is 75.
Is that defrost or fog in the windshield, or is it hell?
Probably bogging, but it's kind of cool. I just turned it on.
I just turned it on. There's a roadhouse. It looks like it's still on.
I think that's a bar.
Probably.
Yep, that was quite a circle.
That's where I've been to Woodland Park before.
Huh.
This is how I got back to town from Victor.
From what?
From Victor.
Oh, was it Victor?
That's that mining town I seen you a picture of.
Oh yeah.
See, that's farther that's farther east of us. Yeah, I go to get back from there. I come down 67 to 24, come on 24 to Woodland Falls, and then went across.
I didn't even realize
I didn't realize that dirt road went that far this way.
Some of the others like checking out all them towns too.
Occasionally. I usually end up doing it alone most of the time, but that's mostly because I really got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
My options are either sit in the barracks and play video games or go out and drive around.
A little bit. After your deployment, when you bring pickups up here, it'll give you something to do a little bit on some of it, some of your free time.
Overland company on it. Got a pretty cool overland trailer. Comes pre-set up to survive anything, it says.
Yeah.
They said you could survive a nuclear apocalypse in
I doubt that.
it. Well, if all you're worried about is radiation, it's not hard.
Yeah.
I'm actually guaranteed it's quick.
As long as you're not where the bombs actually land, you'd be fine with just like with the right kind of trailer.
Yeah.
You just gotta have the right kind of ventilation system and it'd be fine.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but I did.
Kind of foggy out here.
A little bit.
Flash flood happened, just supposed to abandon your car and start climbing up the mountain, I guess. That's what that sounds like, climb to safety.
Hagerman Avenue.
Just like fall over.
There's a pickle shack.
See, now we're back to where we've been before.
Yeah.
Why does he fall over? Play a simple game of rock, paper, scissors.
Do you think the police ever turn DUI enforcement off? Like, how do they do that? I don't feel like enforcing DUIs tonight.
Oh, you actually have to. Doesn't it help that we can see the screens?
I need to turn the heat on, turn the defroster on with the